Thanks for staying with us. It's time for business, and Emmanuel Aboagye joins us right now. Emmanuel, what's the top stories in business?
Okay, the top story is that the Minister of Finance is expected to present the mid-year review estimates of the budget for this year, as well as present a supplementary budget to Parliament on next Monday. And prior to that time, we've been discussing, or we've been talking to some economists and some analysts who are expressing the view that this year's review is not going to be anything, different, because revenue mobilization is still a problem here for the nation.
All right, take it away.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining me on Business. Finance Minister Seth Terkper is expected to present to Parliament a supplementary and a mid-year review budget next Monday. George Rafi has been finding out more about some of the areas that the budget may touch on and why the presentation at this time.
The presentation has come about as a result of some challenges in meeting most of the macroeconomic targets set out in the 2016 budget. Government was, for instance, looking at an economic growth of 5.4% and a view inflation target of about 10.1% and a fiscal deficit target of 5.3%. It was also looking at a revenue target of 38 billion Ghana cedis, whilst expenditure was looking at about 43 billion Ghana cedis. The benchmark price of oil revenue, which was also pegged at $53 a barrel, will be reviewed. However, Joy Business is learning that most of these targets will be revised, especially when it comes to the economic growth, which might be reviewed down to about 3.9%, as well as the deficit. The Finance Minister also announced revenue and expenditure numbers for the first half of 2016 and expected fiscal numbers for the rest of the year. He will also be seeking parliamentary approval to spend additional funds that have come in, what some will call the supplementary budget. Joy Business is learning that the Finance Minister wants approval to spend some monies that have come in from the energy sector levy, which is expected to be advanced towards addressing the legacy debts in the energy sector, which was threatening the existence of some commercial banks. Will this presentation help convince investors that government is on track in stabilizing the economy, as well as dealing with the overruns? Dr. Joe Abe is an economist.
I think it will take more than words. It will take a backup in terms of more explanation, because you can go and say all manner of nice things today, but where unfortunately the government of the day must understand is that there is a question about why should I believe what you tell me. I'm sorry, but with so many years in public life, I get news items and I cannot understand what is happening.
Many also will be looking forward to see whether government may come up with some additional measures to check its rising expenditure, especially in an election year.